Now onto this, police have confiscated excavators and other machinery in Babong in the northwest as part of ongoing efforts to tackle illegal mining in that area. Over 20 people have been arrested since operations began in the area after residents complained about the risk of their homes collapsing. Northwest Community Safety MEC Wessels Morweng is with us for more. MEC, thank you so much for your time and for joining us this evening. Maybe let's just start off with getting your assessment as to what has led to this escalation of the current situation in Babong regarding illegal crow mining and community safety concerns.
No, thank you very much. The community of Babong took it to social media to raise their concern. I think we saw disturbing pictures that were making rounds on various media platforms, especially the social media, that were indicative of an operation of illegal mining operators rather, that were working in an organized manner, going to people's home, disregarding the environmental law, causing serious environmental degradation, and mining forcefully into people's home, which we appreciate that the loud call that they made, it has led to the government of the people visiting them today. That was led by Minister Professor Feroz Kachalia, flanked by the Premier of the Northwest and myself as the MEC for Community Safety. And we engaged with the Tribal Council under the leadership of Khuzukolo A.N. Mohale, and a way forward has been developed with regards to that.
How do you think these activities of illegal mining have affected not only the safety, but I mean, you spoke about the degradation of the environment, but also just the infrastructure and the social fabric of the Babong township?
I think it's not only the environment, like you are saying, and even the social fabric, because we've had of a serious in our engagement with the community, because the minister's visit started with the consultation with the community. We've had a seriously disturbing stories of an 80-year children being killed. Some lost their husband, some lost their children, and there was one mother who was indicating that she could not recognize her child because he was shot with 8 bullets. Yeah. So it was a very disturbing stories, because there's been a lot of murder cases surrounding this issue, because the leadership of the Tribal Council indicated to us that they reported this matter around July, before it became worse as it is today. So you would recall, where illegal mining activities are taking place, you experience other criminal activities, including murder, including GBV, where women have been raped, including stock theft and all other type of criminalities. But what is important is that for now, the leadership have descended on the side. I've been tasked to lead the task team, as I've led it last year in Stilfontein, to also do what we have done to nip the situation on the bud and restore the confidence of the people, so that safety and the social fabric that you are talking to, including the environmental degradation that this whole issue of illegal mining is causing, not forgetting the economic sabotage, as you know that these people are operating outside the parameters and the set standard of our economic activities, including the South African revenue services that they are disregarding, which is a serious sabotage and a loss to the millions, if not trillions, of that we are losing as a result of this chrome that is being mined illegally in our province.
MEC, and I think what's concerning for many is that this is not just artisanal mining at a very small scale. These are large-scale illegal mining companies that are operating within these communities, and many are asking, we spoke to an expert earlier and saying, but why are the trucks not followed, as to you getting to the bottom of who the big wigs are, as opposed to the people that are the zamazamas who are currently being arrested? Why are we not getting to the bottom of this and getting the people at the helm of the illegal mining?
I don't think we need to be aloof and delusional to the reality. We can't put away the fact that there are some within us in the SAPS who are involved in this scam. You are asking quite a correct question. Why not these trucks not being followed from Babong? They are going somewhere where this illegal chrome is going to be processed and obviously be sent somewhere. It means the market has been established, because you can't commit a criminality if you have not established the market where you are going to take the product. So we called the Department of DMRE today, who also gave their explanation, because even the minister did ask me if you are responsible for the traffic officials, because these illegal goods are being transported on our roads. What is the role of the traffic officials? Which I indicated to him that in most instances they do possess papers, whether those papers are legit or not. But the fact of the matter is that they do possess papers, which shows that we are dealing with a sophisticated, complex, organized crime that requires a multifaceted approach with a serious intelligence zooming into it so that we are able to outreach it from the road. Importantly, what we are raising is the phase 4, which we regard as the people at the top level, which are the ones that buy these activities. Because at the moment, if you are to arrest the one at level 1, you would have not resolved the problem, because those ones are the ones that were they mine utilizing the wheelbarrows and all those things. We require those at the helm of the pyramid, those that purchases, those that even take it abroad, because we can't also disregard that fact. But like you are correctly saying, we will look into that. And like I'm saying to you, it's sophisticated, it's organized, it's systematic in approach. So you need to deal with it holistically and applying all the necessary tools to outroot the rot so that we deal with the matter once and for all.
You say you led the task team with Stilfontein last year. Are you going to employ the same strategies this year in leading the task team or with Babong?
Of course, the circumstances they differ. You would recall in Stilfontein, it was an underground mining with more than 2,000 trapped under the ground. With this one, it's an open cast type of an arrangement. The first task at hand is to work hand in glove with the municipalities and engage the mines around, because there's Samanco and I forgot the other mine that are mining illegally, legally rather, next to these illegal miners. So those legal miners, we will engage them like we did in the area of Stilfontein. We engaged Kopano Mine, which is an illegal mine in that area. We will engage them to assist us with the environmental injustice that has transpired. Because if you can go to that area, you will see a serious state of disarray. You will see a serious catastrophe where there are holes everywhere. There's a house that I saw. In any time that house it can fall because of as a result of the environmental injustice that is being done next to it. So we must first fill these holes. And then while the investigations are ongoing, because like I've indicated to you, 21 arrests have been made to this effect, and then we have confiscated the machines, which is a serious progress on our side, because we've been struggling to confiscate them. One machine cost us something around 21,000. So it's a lot of money that at times government do not budget for. But be that as it may be, we can't become spectators. South Africa is not a banana republic. We must put an end to this thing. But we will work hand in glove with also legal minds to make sure that we fill those holes.
Emis, I'm not sure if you're still with us. I'm hoping that the line can be reconnected with you there. But if you are, I mean, you speak about the 21 arrests that have been made so far. And of some of those arrests are actually members of the community. I mean, another layer to this is many of them who are now taking a lot of the remnants of the minerals into buckets, and they are now going out and selling these to those that are willing to buy. Some of them saying that they were able to buy stationery for their children. They were able to buy clothes and food for the Christmas and the festive season, showing that of course, when we come to the socio-economic issues of that community, it certainly speaks to a lot of people who are unemployed and are also now taking up this opportunity in taking whatever is left from whoever is digging up some of the chrome and those minerals and then selling in any way that they are able to sell. How does law enforcement differentiate between those involved in illegal mining for profit and just those community members who say that they are residents who claim they are just supporting their families from this?
Look, as the government of the Northwest, we are calling for licensing of artisanal miners. We think that will be able to assist and deal with those small-scale illegal miners that we are talking to. But fact of the matter is that whether you are mining using a small bucket or a small wheelbarrow or whatever you will be using, taking the remnants from these big illegal miners, you are still committing illegal activity. We can't overlook you. We must arrest you. That's the unfortunate reality. We, of course, engage with community members, like in the areas of Klerksdorp, indicating to us that we are engaged in these activities, of course, owing to the issue of unemployment that the Northwest is subjected to. We know that as government, because we're the current government, be that as it may be, we can't exacerbate the already criminal activities that are taking place by allowing the small illegal miners, if I'm to put them in that way. What we need to do as a permanent solution that the Premier has sponsored, even to the President of the state, was to say, as the Northwest, we are calling for legalization of artisanal miners so that it can be regulated. There could be laws governing it, including respect to environmental laws, so that we don't experience the environmental degradation that we experience, including matters surrounding this issue and rape to women that we can't accept as the government of the Northwest.
You've already mentioned concerns about the destruction of homes and just some of that environmental damage that's been caused by this mining. What efforts are being made to rehabilitate the land and to restore safety?
Well, the leader of the task scheme, like I've indicated, my first task is to make sure that we rehabilitate the land. Unfortunately, these are illegal activities. The budget that is normally set aside to rehabilitate legal mining cannot be used on this aspect. It is for that reason that the municipality was part of the meeting today, both local and the district. First thing in January, we have requested a meeting with legal miners operating around the areas, because there are also legal miners like your Samanco and all other legal miners. We will engage with them like we did in the area of Klerksdorp. We engaged a legal mining called Kopanung. They assisted us, if you recall, with the machinery that we used to extract the trapped miners at that time. So the same approach, we are going to engage them as part of the SLP to assist us to work collectively to rectify the already wasted environment, while investigations are underway to arrest the kingpins that I've indicated in my conversation with you, that they're at the level 4 of the pyramid, which are the ones that are establishing the market, including taking them abroad, because we can also overlook the fact that they are also being taken abroad, these minerals that are being extracted illegally in our land.
Lastly, MEC, your message to residents who feel helpless or even just frustrated about this ongoing illegal mining crisis.
We can assure the community that they are not alone, and we want to appreciate them, what they did. They can't suffer in silence. What they did, they went out to social media, they kicked the doors of government, they made sure that they irritate us as our leaders so that we become responsive, because it can't be that they are leaders, but the leaders are not responding. For the fact that the government descended the 2 MECs, a leader of government in the Northwest, Premier Honorable Mokhosi, Professor Feroz Kachalia, who's the acting Minister of Police, the National Commissioner, including his team. We're with the Hawks, we're with all the units within the police that are relevant today. The plan has been developed, like I've indicated to you. It means we are being responsive. We appreciate what they are doing. Importantly, the community intelligence is very important if you are to make sure that operation of this nature is being executed successfully, because criminality doesn't happen in offices, doesn't happen in our houses as leaders. It happens right at the ground where they stay. They must assist us, of course, in a systematic manner that will guarantee their safety, so that we are able to take out the kingpins. They gave us the name, they gave us case numbers. We assure the community of Bapong, and not only Bapong, the entire communities of the Northwest, because this problem is also in the area of Tatlakanyani, it's also in the area of Masibudule. We will arrest it. We did it in Klerksdorp. We can't fail this time around. In fact, in Klerksdorp, it was much sophisticated compared to this one. We'll nip it in the bud, and the people's confidence will be restored once again.
All right, MEC, thank you so much for your time and for joining us this evening. That's the Northwest Community Safety MEC Wessels Morweng, just giving us an update with regards to that illegal mining activity that's been happening in Babong.